What up, players? It's Warboss Tay up in this mug. Today I want to share with you some Halfling Sharpshooters from Artel W Miniatures. Look at these guys. They look like they stepped out of the Shire, picked up a gun, and are ready to go on many space adventures. They are from a company called Artel W Miniatures, and Artel specializes in designing and sculpting resin miniatures, really high quality, beautifully cast. I didn't have any problems with these miniatures as I built them up. All of the faults you're going to see in my finished product with the gaps in the arms and the shoulders, those are actually my fault for thinking that the glue was drying enough that I could move on to the next one. And it was my fault for not staying until the bond was solid and moving on. So you're going to see some gap filling, but really there's no air bubbles, there's no miscasts, there's no mold lines. It's just a beautiful product. And I really think the sculptors over at Artel W, they understood the assignment. They knew what they were doing. They were like, okay, let's create a unit of halflings that look like they literally stepped off the page of the Hobbit, and let's give them some rifles and make them look awesome. So you get all of these in the unit that you purchase. You get 5 halfling snipers, and you get a choice of 2 guns for all of them. All of them have the exact same configuration and pose, but the guns are either going to be bespoke, handcrafted, or science fiction mass-produced. You also get an extra hooded head option for that guy on the right. Now, before we go any further, I do want to promote my book, Treads of Valor, the complete edition. It is the anthology, the omnibus of all 5 of my Treads of Valor books that I've written. Each book is a compilation of 10 flash fiction stories. They were a lot of fun to write. I had so much fun putting this together. The complete edition does come with 5 extra stories, so it's a little bit of a bonus and a padding. You could either purchase that or individually get the 5 books on their own. The first 2 books, Farm Boy to Frontline and Light Transport Driver, are absolutely free, except for Kindle, which forces me to put a price tag on it. And then you get Tank Commander, Titan on the Warpath, and Leviathan's Wrath, the other 3 books in the series. I had a lot of fun writing it. It was exciting to put this soldier's journey onto the page. I hope you check it out. And thank you for supporting independent writing and independent authors such as myself. All right, here we go. I am going to show you the 5 miniatures that I finished with. I went with the bespoke, handcrafted, beautifully looking, embroidered, designed, artistic looking rifles. But with this one halfling, which I'm going to explain more about why he's holding a futuristic science fiction rifle at the end of the video, I did have to go with that option. But he's got it slung over his shoulder. You can see with their backpacks, they've all got different stuff, different gear, and different faces. Like, the artistry of the sculptors is just amazing. The skill that they were able to pull off these faces, they look just absolutely gorgeous. They're going to really, really be a lot of fun to paint. And the fun thing, too, is I haven't seen anybody paint these, either the Halfling Sharpshooters or the... I think it's called like the Fellowship of the Nine or the Brotherhood of the Nine or something. I really want to put some colors on them that are reminiscent of the, obviously the Tolkien books and the Peter Jackson movies. So I'm like really looking forward to it. But as you can see, there is a little bit of gap filling that I did. I used Vallejo's plastic putty. It went in beautifully, and I was able to just use a little bit of a wet paintbrush to smooth the edges of the plastic putty, make it a little bit more seamless. And look at this big boy. Obviously, he's supposed to be the Samwise Gamgee of the group. And look at those chubby cheeks. Look at that mop top. Oh man, this company is so good at getting the details right. There's this pot for when he's ready to cook some potatoes. There's the detail on the rifle. It's just so good, so good. And here's the last one. I think this is supposed to be like the Frodo character. He's the only one with his gun kind of up and like across his chest, like ready to fire. I don't know. There's nothing I found on the sculpts. Maybe I have to look and see if any of them have like the one ring around their neck, but I haven't found anything that directly references who these characters would be. And I think there's like, the Sam character, Frodo, Merry, and Pippin. I love like the vests, the costumes they have, the pouches, and then the science fiction 40K bits, like the knives, the bullets, the sniper bullets across the bandolier there for Sam. I mean, they're just seamlessly integrated. Then you see the a little bit of a look on the gun again. I love these miniatures so much, you guys. They came together really easily. It helped that I had super glue accelerator. It kind of helped and it hurt me in my process because once I sprayed the super glue accelerator and I turned my back to start working on the next one, that's when I realized, oh, I let it dry in the wrong way, so I had to do some gap filling. But if you're careful, then you should be good to go. I love these miniatures so much, and I kind of want to paint them now before I unbox for you the rest of the fellowship, I guess, as it were. But I also want to unbox those and put those together because those are going to look great as well. You can check them out on Artel W's website in the link below in the description and see for yourself just like how great their sculpts are for the rest of the quote-unquote fellowship. Also, if you want to talk about price, then this unit of 5 is going to cost you $41.99. If you want to buy 3 of them, though, then the price drops down to $35.99 per unit. And that is a pretty good savings. I think it's definitely something that you might want to consider, especially if you want to build your halflings up in the various configurations, either holding the medieval looking rifles or these futuristic sci-fi rifles. Now take a look at the guy in the back on the right. He's got his rifle slung up over his shoulder. I did not get the arm with that miniature for him to be able to do that. That meant I couldn't create this pose for him that you see here. I had to think of another workaround. After trying to substitute using trial and error other arms from other miniatures in my collections in my bits box, nothing quite fit. Nothing was actually the scale that I needed it to be. And so what I decided to do was use the unused arm for my Samwise Gamgee character. I wanted Samwise to be walking forward with his classic looking bespoke gun, so beautiful, so handcrafted. That meant that this other character with no arm was going to get his other gun. And after a little bit of finagling, I was able to glue it in place. It actually worked because there's 2 glue points. There's where the barrel is touching the knife coming out of his backpack. There's his shoulder. And it actually went together really well. And it's one of the few miniatures in this unit that didn't need any gap filling in the shoulder. So Planet is safe for now with the 5 halfling sharpshooters on the job. I really am so excited, like looking at these again in this video, looking at the detail in the hair, the individual strands. They look so good compared to the Games Workshop stuff. And just look at the way the lines on the vest stretch, or the sleeves, the way the folds naturally occur. Just all of the individual strands of hair, the randomized strands of hair on these guys look so good. And the features, the faces look like they were so well sculpted, and like from the jaw to the face, they don't look like cartoons. They look like photorealistic characters from a movie that have been just transformed into miniature form. And it is amazing to me that you can have these kinds of almost picture perfect looking miniature sculpts. On the other side of the field, you've got these halflings or these ratlings from Games Workshop for their kill team. They look so funny. They look like a 80s action movie come to life and then just shrunk down. They're characterful, they're funny, they're cartoony, and they're way over the top, just as only Warhammer 40K can be sometimes. But I think for myself, there's just something about the combination of the aesthetic of the Lord of the Rings movies, as well as the old Tolkien descriptions of the hobbits, and mixing that up with the rifles, the sniper rifles, and having them be sharpshooters in a science fiction setting. This is just hilarious to me. Full transparency, I am an affiliate of Artel W Miniatures, so if you do decide to purchase something after clicking the link in the description, then I will be earning a small commission for my studio. But really, if this was something that I had found before I had asked them if I could be an affiliate, then this is something I would be reviewing and promoting as well on my channel because I believe in it. I think they're great, and I hope more people are introduced to it and can see just how great of a company this is. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one. Latest, players!